Louie Schwartzberg is a lifelong environmentalist and an award-winning cinematographer. Through his pioneering efforts in the 70s, he gave us time-lapse cinematography. Stars drawing circles in the night sky behind him, Joshua Tree, that's him. Flowers opening up, petal by petal, that's also him. And his next project is his most ambitious yet, and will hit the screens early next year. But I'm gonna let him tell you all about it. Louie, welcome to the show.
Good, can you see me?
I can, thank you so much for joining us. Before anything else, please let me thank you again for the wonderful gift of your images in Times Square. We were watching them earlier and they look amazing.
Oh, thank you for using them, sharing it. We appreciate it.
You have been in this space of environmental work for a long time. What does Earth Overshoot Day mean to you and your work as an artist and as an activist?
Yeah. Well, for myself and our production company, I mean, we love turning people onto nature. We love capturing wonder and awe, and basically making the invisible visible. That's why we love to do time-lapse, slow-mo, micro, macro, take people on journeys through time and scale. And that's the thing that really opens people's hearts. And I believe that if you love something, you'll protect it. And when you have, like these events like Overshoot Day, it calls to our awareness the fact that, the earth is in trouble. But if you don't care about it and love it and are passionate about it, then it won't move you on an emotional level. And I think that's the goal of what we're trying to do.
It's hard not to fall in love with the earth when it's presented so gorgeously, as in these time-lapse photo or the time-lapse videos. I got the chills earlier when we were watching that hummingbird above Times Square. So from your vantage point and in the work that you do, what do you see as an exciting initiative to move the date?
Well, we're actually almost finished with a theatrical feature called Fantastic Fungi, which is all about mushrooms and mycelium. And we feel that, film is a great way to shift consciousness. It also, brings people together. I love the fact that theatrical films create community by having people actually show up in person and take a journey through a film experience. Mushrooms are amazing because basically they really highlight the fact that recycling is key. They basically recycle all the organic matter so that new plants, new life can emerge. Life is a circle. And instead of looking at, decomposition at the end of life, we kind of look at that as the beginning of life. And so nature has its own engine called, fungi and mushrooms and mycelium roots that break down organic matter. That's a good thing. And it's a beautiful model for us to follow as our, human beings, that we need to do the same thing. Obviously recycle, compost. We want to make life sustainable, and life needs to flourish, and it's all a circle. So creation and decomposition are really one and the same.
That's extraordinary, and I think it's especially powerful as a sort of a metaphor, using fungi to show how everything is interconnected and the regenerative aspects of every part of life. I'm particularly looking forward to seeing that when it comes out. I hope I can snag a ticket to the show. So with all of this amazing work that you do, if there is one thing, one issue or challenge that you would like to see progress on over the next year, what would that one thing be?
I think in the short term, one of the things we could really do quickly would be to stop the use of pesticides. Pesticides, kill the pollinators. They're killing the bees. If we lose our bees, we lose our food supply. They also kill the fungi. So basically what we're doing is we're breaking these natural symbiotic relationships that are, models of partnership, models of, symbiotic relationships. That is the engine that makes life go forward. So when you kill the mycelium, you're killing a relationship between them and the roots of a tree. We've just recently discovered that a mother tree can take care of its young. And they also recently have discovered that it could be the greatest natural solution for climate change. I mean, imagine a CO2 molecule goes into a leaf, the oxygen's released, and now we know that the carbon goes down the trunk of the tree into the roots and is, sequestered into the ground. We can actually clean the atmosphere by letting nature do its own thing. We just have to maybe get out of the way and, and let it do what it naturally does. CO2 is not a bad thing. It's just an element of life. What we've done is we've burned, too much fossil fuel, kicked it into the atmosphere, and created, life out of balance. So I think, that would be a simple step for us to do, but a most critical step, because without bees, no plants, no life.
It has been so amazing to have you as a partner.
We're all Jedi eco warriors.
Let's move the date.
Okay.